Hi, and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about hypothesis testing about the mean when sigma, the true population standard deviation, is unknown. This is a really common problem that we come across in everyday research. Seldom do we know sigma, the population standard deviation. So what we do is we use S, the sample standard deviation, in its place in our testing. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's look at our first problem. A random sample of 8 engines was selected. The sample mean fuel consumption was 5,800 pounds for the first 15 seconds, with a sample standard deviation of 250 pounds. Using a level of significance of 1%, we want to test the claim that the average fuel consumption exceeded 5,500 pounds. Now, a normal probability plot was used because the sample size is small, and we wanted to make sure that we verified the assumption of normality, which we did. So we have a normal distribution, we have our sample standard deviation, so let's go ahead and compute the test statistic, find the critical value, and answer the question. So the sample mean is 5,880 pounds. The sample standard deviation is 250 pounds. We have a sample size of 8 engines. The level of significance, which is alpha, is 0.01. Our null hypothesis is that mu is equal to 5,500 pounds. The alternative claim, the claim we're testing, the question we're asking is the mean, the population mean, greater than 5,500 pounds? So let's compute the test statistic. We're going to use the student t-distribution. The test statistic is t is equal to x bar minus mu over the standard error. So if we plug and chug the numbers, we're going to end up with a test statistic equal to 4.30. We're going to use the student t-distribution to find the critical value. The critical value, which is based on the level of significance. In this case, we have a level of significance of 0.01 with 7 degrees of freedom. So the critical value is going to be equal to 2.998. Given that we now know this critical value and that we have the test statistic, we can then answer the question. Our test statistic is greater than the critical value, which tells us we're going to reject the null hypothesis. There's enough evidence to support the claim that the mean fuel consumption is significantly greater than 5,500 pounds. Given that we have this information, we have the critical value, we have the test statistic, we can clearly answer the question that we asked with the alternative hypothesis. Is the mean significantly greater than 5,500 pounds for the first 15 seconds? And we can say yes. We've clearly proven that there is enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. I hope this has helped your understanding of hypothesis testing about the mean when sigma, the true population standard deviation, is unknown. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.